I see you. All right. That's gold and that's diamonds. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Another ring. Oh yeah, baby. Howie here bringing you another adventure video.
Hey everyone, Jessica here. Howie asked me to step in since it was way too windy on the beach for clean audio. In this video, Howie takes his metal detector to 3 different beaches over 2 days, hunting for a hidden treasure. On day 1, the surf was too rough to get in the water, so he stuck to the damp sand and still came away with a nice haul. Some cash, 2 shiny little rings, and a pearl. Then over the weekend, the weather cleared up and he spent a full day in the water at 2 new beaches. The result, 8 more rings and some epic finds straight from Davy Jones's locker. Let's get into it. Take it away, Howie.
Let's do some metal detecting and have some fun. Well, that's a strong 81. Penny. Oh, wait. I see it. Oh, yeah. It's a ring. All right. What is that? That's a kid's ring, I think. It's not in bad shape. Any markings? I don't know if there's any markings. I'm gonna have to look a little closer when I get in, but how cute. On the board with a ring. All right. Woo. Well, that's an irony tone, but it's a little more stable than the last one, so I don't think it's a nail. That would be a number 2 on the VDI scale. Let's see, is it a nail? Oh, wow, okay. Okay, cool. Little button. So I wonder if this is for the basketball championship here in Florida. I'm gonna have to look that up. Either way, very cool. Well, there's a higher tone, 88 to 91. It's not a solid number. So what does that mean? All right, well, it's another pen. Interesting. It's a basketball pen. I think maybe there was a basketball party on the beach. So cool. It's a basketball. That's a jumpy irony, probably a bottle cap. I'm taping it because I'm not 100% sure. First I thought it was just iron, but we'll see. No, it's not a quarter. I don't know what this is. Oh, it is. What do we have? Definitely a foreign coin of some kind. So it's a Queen Elizabeth. I'm not sure what this is. I'll clean it up. Very heavy. It's interesting tones. I spy a pair of sunglasses. These are actually very nice. What do we got here? We got Iron Man sunglasses. Okay, I'll put those on later. I see you. All right. Well, that was a very low tone. I don't think that's gold. I'm going to put that on the ground and I'm going to check it. Yeah, it's choppy. I don't know. Let's see. Sticks to my magnet. All right.
The following day.
Well, good morning. It's another gorgeous day down here in South Florida. So today, I'll be hunting on the beach with my XP Deus 2 and my CKG Scoop. High tide is coming up. Low tide will be in about 7 hours. I'll be here all day, so it's a little chilly, and with high tide, I'm not going to get in the water right now, but later on this afternoon, I should be able to get in. I've got my underwater gear in the car.
With high tide and a chilly breeze in the air, Howie kicked off the day scanning the dry sand, uncovering a few cool finds before braving the water. It was a solid start, and the treasures didn't disappoint. Let's check out what he discovered on land before heading into the surf for more treasure hunting. Take it away, Howie.
That's a funny noise. Rakes came through. Low tone. There's the rake. Picking up the big stuff. That's good. Leaving the stuff underneath. Like this. I don't know what this is. A funny noise. Oh, now it's getting stronger. And a nice solid 9. Oh, what do we got? Oh, that's big, whatever it is. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a chair. Tommy Bahama Chair. I'll bring that up to the top and recycle it. Toss it over here by the garbage. Oh, I see it. That's a 48. That's a 48 right here. Right on the edge. Oh, okay. Beautiful little pearl earring. I'm not really sure what kind of metal it is, but it was very small and it came up very weak, but it was right here in the tracks. So there's a good example of the rake not picking up everything and leaving us goodies to find. So that is super cool.
After working up a sweat detecting on the hot sand, Howie decided it was time to cool off with a quick hunt in the surf before lunch. The air was still chilly, so he didn't stay in long, just about 45 minutes. But that short session was all he needed to score 2 beautiful rings. Let's jump back in and see what he found. Take it away, Howie.
Alright, I'm in the water. A little more wavy than I thought it would be, but it's not bad. There's a nice target area. See if I can get it. I think I got it. Yeah. All right, look at that. Now that was worth getting. I have a little ring. Oh, that's pretty. That's diamonds. That's gold and that's diamonds. Oh yeah. Alright. Put that in here. Alright. 1 ring down. Oh, we got something else right here too. It's right there. Alright, I do believe it's in here. Oh yeah, another ring. Oh yeah, baby. That's ring number 2. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright. Ring number 2 for the day with diamonds. In here. Okay. That's 2. Beautiful. There's something right here. Little waves. I think I did. Yeah. Alright. I have some kind of jewelry. This is a earring, I think. Yeah. Alright.
After a quick warm-up and some lunch, Howie hit the road, but couldn't resist one last stop at a beach closer to home. And it was a good thing he did. He pulled 6 more rings and a handful of other awesome treasures from the waves. Let's dive back in. Take it away, Howie.
I think it's in the scoop the first try. Yeah, I think so. Come on, be something good. Yep. Alright. It's a ring. Alright. Alright, I gotta put this right on my carabiner while I'm thinking about it. That's a beautiful gold ring. Small on my carabiner. First ring of the day. Well, first ring of this afternoon anyway. Yesterday I found 2 other rings, but we'll talk about those in a little more detail in just a minute. Alright, here we go. Alright, that's a very high tone. Let's see what that is. I'm thinking I got it. Yep. We have a second ring. Alright. Another ring. Excellent. That's a funny tone. It's in the 80s. I do believe it's in here. Yep. Alright. Got another ring. A copper ring. Excellent. Put that on my banner. Put it on here. Okay. Get it in here. Oh yeah. That's what I like to see. Can you see that? Finally. That's another ring, and it has some diamonds on it. There's a bunch of stuff over here. I'm going to stick around over here. I'm going to put that on my carabiner right now. That's beautiful. Here. Okay. It's got a lot of different tones in it. Oh, I got it. First time. First scoop, yeah. Yeah. Alright. It is a little charm. Alright. I'm gonna try to put that in my pouch and not have it wash away. Alright, zipper's closed. It's been super quiet until I got over here. That is 100% iron. But I'm gonna dig it anyway, because who knows? Let's see what it is. It could be a nail. It could be anything. It's right underneath. In a little bit of a washing machine scenario here. This is not as calm as I want it to be. Alright, whatever it is. Oh! So whatever it is, there it is. Wow! Another beautiful bracelet. Put it in here. Very pretty. I don't think it's real based on its numbers, but hey, cool. Well, I gotta change my battery, but so far I have found 5 rings today in the water. I got my other battery in here. Alright, battery's changed. I'm just checking these out. Not bad. 5 rings so far. I have another 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna put these on the carabiner on the inside of my bag, just for safekeeping. I'm not going to lose these again. Alright, they're in my bag. I'm going to get back in the water. So in case you're curious what I'm doing with my detector here, I'm in beach wet setting, 93 sensitivity, salt sensitivity 1, frequency max 40 kilohertz, iron volume 7, reactivity 3, and that's because I'm moving kind of slow, but it's very quiet, audio response 7, and discrimination is 8, back to 93. So that works. It's super quiet in the water. All right, I'm gonna get back in. Headphones are on, and in I go. I get a new battery. This is nice and tight. Okay.
Our goal for this video is 100 likes. Come on, I know you can do it. Hit that like button and let's make it happen. All right, let's dive back into the water with Howie one last time and uncover the rest of the hidden treasures waiting beneath the waves.
Oh yeah, it's not bad. Water's warm. Alright. It's a little more wavy than I expected it to be. But I'm going to get past these first set of waves, see what I can do. Nice and quiet. Wow, totally quiet. Is it really? Nope, I'm not hearing a damn thing. Alright, let me set my audio. All right, I didn't have any audio because this wasn't connected. It is now. All right. Oh yeah, now it's loud. All right, beautiful. Oh, gotta get past these waves. Gotta get past the shore break. It's nice and quiet down here. Not a chatter to be had with those settings. Before I did a ground balance when I got in the water, and that really helped. All right. Boy, that's strong. I don't know what it is, but it's really strong. Whoa. All right, it's in here. Yep. As I expected, another cell phone. Definitely seen better days. Okay, 2 cell phones for the day. Don't think in there. All right, I'm gonna keep on going. It's choppy. It's kind of deep. Let's see if I can dig it up. Yeah, all right. What do we got here? Oh, look at that. I am wrong. It is a ring. All right. Beautiful ring. It was choppy. Outstanding. Put it on my carabiner so I don't lose it. All right, on my beaner. Let's see if I can find other stuff over here. Wow, I think that's what, six today? Outstanding. All right, I'm gonna keep on going.
Every single one of you that subscribes, comments, and shares makes a massive difference. And it's not just about the number. It's about building this awesome community where we can all geek out over the thrill of finding hidden treasures on the beach with the latest metal detecting gear. So if you enjoy the content, and if you want to see more videos like this, do us a solid. Hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and join this crazy awesome community we're building. Trust me, there's so much more to come, and I want you to be a part of it. And now it's time for the wrap-up. Here are all the items Howie found while metal detecting on the beach.
Let me tell you a quick story and a lesson I learned the hard way. So, if you've ever been in the water trying to stash stuff into a finds bag with a zipper, you know how tricky it can be. If the water's rough, the zipper can pop open and everything can fall out. Or, if you unzip it while standing in the water and get it with a wave, stuff just goes flying. As an engineer, I thought I could get creative and solve this problem. I wanted a container to take with me when snorkeling or diving or standing in the ocean, something that I could clip onto my finds bag, pop open when needed, drop my finds and move right on to the next target. So I made this. It's an old water bottle with a pop top and a spot for a carabiner. I drilled some holes in the top and on the bottom so it wouldn't float around in the water. I also made a slit on the top so I could easily pop it open, drop in my finds, and snap it shut. You saw me do that a couple of times in the video. I tested it a few times in calm waters like the Gulf, the swimming pool, and the ocean, and it worked great. So feeling pretty confident, I took it with me on my first hunt in the water this past weekend. At first, everything went smoothly. I found a couple of rings and popped them right in the container. No problem. Then I found a big earring and that went in there too. No issues. But after that, the wind picked up, the tide started coming in fast, and the surf got really rough. So over the next half hour or so, I kept finding targets but struggled to scoop them up with the waves crashing in. Eventually, I gave up and got out of the water, happy that I had found these 2 rings in the earring. Unfortunately, when I looked down, I noticed the top of the container was open and the only thing inside was the earring. The rings had floated out. Lesson learned? From now on, I'll clip all my rings onto a carabiner. When the water comes down again, I'll head back to that beach and try to find those rings. I have a pretty good idea where they fell out. At least I managed to find 8 more rings over the weekend, so that wasn't a total loss. That was pretty awesome. And now let me show you all my other finds. All right, on to my finds. Since this video was so long, I'm going to go in reverse today. I'm going to start with my good finds, then I'm going to go to my change, then I'm going to go to everything else. This one actually looked pretty good when I brought it up. I did stick it in some rice, tried to charge it up, but it did not do the trick. Never took a charge, and I think it is completely dead. My guess is water got in here and it was completely flooded and trashed the batteries. I did try. As you saw in the video, I found 2 lapel pins. I think that's because of the NCAA championship. That would be the basketball. That would explain that. I'm not really sure what the 30th SC means. SC could be Stanley Cup, it could be South Carolina. I don't know. If you do know, leave a comment below. I did find this in the water. It's a Starfish bangle bracelet. I think it's pretty cool. He rang up his iron, so not precious metal. This one I found in the water also. I didn't show it on the video. I'm not really sure what this is specifically. I'm going to have to look it up online, but it does have some bling on it and a really nice catch. So I haven't soaked it or anything or tried to clean it up, but that's a bracelet that I found in the water as well. Then I found this beautiful earring. I looked this up and it looks like a tribal earring. My guess is this is handmade. It does not stick to my magnet. It would not surprise me if this isn't sterling silver. Pretty cool. Now this pearl earring has a diamond in the front. I tested that diamond and the diamond is not real. I found this in the sand in the tracks where the rake goes by, and it looked like there were some hand finger marks in the sand. So my suspicion is somebody dropped it, was looking for it, and got frustrated and couldn't find it. So their loss is my gain. I'm going to get that looked at by an expert, and I wonder if that's a real pearl. Certainly looks like it because it's a little bit rough. So I love that. I did find 2 charms. This one I found in the water. Well, I'll post a picture up it right here. I forget which saint it is. I tested this and it's actually gold. So that's pretty cool. Somebody was really sad that they lost this. It's a little charm. I found this on the sand. That was buried pretty deep, and that's a beautiful cross. Now, I don't see any markings on it at all, but I did test it, and it tests positive for 10 karat gold. I tested the diamonds, and those aren't real. That's a beautiful little charm. On to the rings. I did find 10 rings. As you saw in the video before, 2 of them are back with Davy Jones. But here's the remaining 8. 2 of them were copper. These are sisters rings, I suspect. These are little infinity knots, and they rang up like pennies, but I picked them up anyway, and I'm glad that I did. This is actually a laminated cherry. I looked it online and it has some significance. I think he's cute. Originally I thought he was a smiley face, but he's not. He's a cherry. Not sure what that's about. Very heavy, not real. This one says 925 silver on the inside, and it also says Andy and Amos. I think that's what it says, but it's 925 silver. This one I found on the sand, and this one I found in the water. So that's a wave ring and that's a rope ring. Now this one sticks to my magnet. It's very interesting. So I looked it up and it's brass. It did not test for gold. I thought it did originally, but I tried it again and it did not test for gold. So this is a brass rope ring. Actually very pretty. This wave ring, on the other hand, it's very light, but I did test it and it also tested for 10 karat gold. So I'm actually thrilled about that one. The best 2 rings are these 2. The really best 2 rings are the ones still in the water, but these are pretty cool. Neither of these have markings. They appear to be silver. The diamonds are not real. I did test those, but absolutely beautiful rings. My suspicion is these are sterling, and I'm sure somebody is very upset that they lost those. Going in the other direction, I did find quite a lot of change. I got $5.25 in quarters, $1.80 in dimes. I've got 90 cents in nickels. I have a whole boatload of zinc pennies, but 11 copper pennies, and I separate the copper pennies because they're actually going to be worth a little more. The oldest of which is 1968. That's pretty cool. All in, that's about $8 and change. Now the really cool coin that I found on the beach is a Canadian 25-cent quarter. It rang up as steel. I looked it up. It is 95% steel and 5% copper. Obviously it sticks to the magnet, but it's a real unique find on the beach. So it's a Canadian 25 cents. It would not be a beach hunt without pull tabs and bottle caps. As far as the surface finds go, I did find these goggles. I also found this really cool dog toy. I'll give it to Jessica. She'll like it. Found a whole bunch of fishing stuff and a couple of nails. Obviously some sea glass and a couple of shells. No real big surprise there. I did find 2 more batteries on the beach. Part of a pen and part of a paintbrush. I found this very interesting bottle. It was buried kind of deeply, and it was the top that rang up, of course. I have no idea what this is for. I looked it up. I couldn't find it with Google Lens. If you guys have any idea, let me know down in the comments. I found this bugger in the water. He was buried pretty deep. This is soft rubber, so I guess this is the bottom of a chair. I did find a whole bunch of tent stakes, as usual. I found 4 cars. This is a monster truck. I do like my monster trucks. I have a whole bunch of them on my desk at work. I do like my toys. I found a bunch of nuts and bolts, a couple of pieces of metal. This one is very heavy. Not really sure what that's from. This one I find these all the time. I have absolutely no idea what these are from. I did find 2 useful things. This one's a clip, and I have a whole box of clips. So you never know what you can use clips for. These are actually really good. And a pair of tweezers. I've found like 5 pairs of tweezers in the last 3 hunts. I wonder what people do on the beach. I don't know. And of course, I have to do my good deed and clean up the beach. I threw away the large cans and stuff already, but this was what was in my finds bag when I went to the car. Oh yeah, we talked about the sunglasses already. I'll put these on and I'll show them to you. What do you think? Wow, they're not even scratched. I like them. Okay, quite the jackpot with the 10 rings, couple of gold pieces, couple of earrings. Can't complain at all. And I'm gonna go back to the beach and see if I can find those other 2 as soon as it calms down. The water is ripping right now with a north wind. Big waves, 4 to 6 foot with rip currents. So I'm gonna stay out of the water until the water calms down. Fingers crossed I'll get back in there and find the other 2 rings that I lost. So, see you on my next one.